What's going on, guys? It is not Wednesday. It is actually Tuesday, and it's 7:30 ish, which is we're on time, but just on a different day. Even though there's another show going on, which
Shout out to the guys at Distance Learning.
all right, we'll throw a
episode,
shout out.
episode 200 minus one, according to the time gap, whatever.
According to YouTube, these guys don't know how to count because it says 199. They said it's 200.
38.
I think it's Phil doing the counting. So
Big shout out to them. That's a big number.
it is. It is a huge number. It is great that they've made it to 200. Good for them. We're on our way. We're at 36 for this season. Last season, we actually did a lot more. I think we hit like 52. No, we didn't do every week. I think we hit like 40 something. We were short a couple weeks. But shout out over to Kendra over there on Instagram. What's going on? She is the greatest person in the world. Talk about somebody that's seriously always happy when you come by. She lights up. She's awesome. So I just want to throw a shout out over there to Kendra over from Golden Apple. And also say hi to Ryan for us because we love Ryan too. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have never watched the show before, it is actually two salty veterans, which here we go. We got the two. What's up? That are huge geeks. And we're here to tell you guys, if you're in the military, it's okay to be a geek. Please let it out. Come out of the closet.
The geekness. Let it out, meaning the geekness.
Yes.
Let it out.
Don't pull it out. Well, I mean.
Unless you can whip it.
Whip it really good. Oh, look at that. She says, love you guys. You're pretty awesome too. We're whatever. But you're the ones that are awesome. But so what's going on, man? Because like I haven't seen you since I saw you on Saturday, didn't I? Sunday morning?
Saturday morning. No, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Well, I saw you Saturday night.
Yeah, you were here Saturday night.
I was here Saturday night. So okay. Between then and now, what's gone on?
Huge dust storm. My entire house looked like a tornado hit. I thought the Wicked Witch was going to end up under my house and some ruby slippers were going to be there, but there was nothing. Actually, the only Wicked Witch there was at Starbucks because all those new cups that we talked about a couple weeks ago. Took my dad to the doctor today, and then I tried to play some Call of Duty as much as possible because I got nothing else to play right now.
Well, I mean, yesterday was Veterans Day, so we should give a shout out to all our veterans that are out there. It is a little late. I didn't really post anything up. I don't know. I just feel weird posting something up. Is it weird?
It feels weird.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to post up pictures because I saw others that are posting up pictures of their career and stuff like that. It's like, I'm good. I'm cool. I mean,
I did go to a Veterans Day ceremony here in the middle of town because they built a memorial park or whatever.
Yeah.
So every year they have people come up and put up a flag, and then the following year they have new people ready to put up a flag, and the old flag comes down and they give it to the person who put it up.
Oh, nice.
So they have all the branches, and then they have the American flag, and the American flag goes to a vet who is an alumni of the high school from the town. So this year they had a Marine Corps captain show up, and they gave him the flag that was flying all year.
Nice. That's
pretty
cool.
good. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And then my daughter's in the Girl Scouts, so she got to hand out little gifts to all of the veterans, and she walked up to me, "Here, Dad, here's your gift," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." But they usually give you a challenge coin for Veterans Day, some rocks they painted, stuff like that. Jessica says, Darren says, play Helldivers. I did play Helldivers. I had it downloaded, but it's kind of boring if you don't have nobody to play with. So,
yeah, and I haven't downloaded it. There's a lot of games I got to actually play. But so Tweely D and Mendoza over here, they went on a world tour of food yesterday. They partook in Denny's, then went over to Subway, then they went over to Little Caesars, And then they made their way down to In-N-Out, but they missed the exit. So they just kept driving slow. And they're like, we're going to do it at Buffalo Wild Wings. So they went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and then they came back, hit In-N-Out, and brought all the food back. They didn't eat it all. They just brought it all back, and they're like, check it out, look what we got. So I actually got to partake at least in In-N-Out with them. They gave me the Subway, so I had that for lunch today. So, I mean, that's what I did.
So you got to wear your uniform and get fed. I like it. It's good. That's a good day.
It was. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it's In-N-Out. Ooh. It just hit you. It just.
Yeah, I just felt it right here. Just. I gotta go. I gotta play some some Call of Duty right now.
Easy there. Can't be taken off on. Yeah, like. I was wrong.
I'm gonna be sitting here just like all zonked out.
Oh man! So, Stories of Winter. Whose Stories of Winter?
Thanks, Thanks, Mike. Thanks for supporting us, man.
Stories of Winter. Hi. I don't know who you are, but say hi. We always like to on Instagram. We always like to say hi to new people that we haven't seen before. And if you've been here before and we didn't notice you, sorry. But I'm waiting for this ghost to kick in. I think that's what it is. I'm like, I need something. Today was a long day. Today was a real long day.
Don't worry, Randy. I'll support you even though he's drinking Ghost. Just saying.
Randy, well, I know Randy doesn't want to put out an energy drink per se, or doesn't want to do it just yet. And I didn't bring my freaking. I meant to bring the Blizzard Mojito so I can mix in with a freaking Mountain Dew. Ooh. And yeah, I still haven't tried it, and I've got.
Or mix it in with a lemon flavored Ghost.
Oh, whoa! I don't know.
Because mojitos got like a lime flavor.
Yeah, but that's like.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's fine.
I wouldn't know what to. I'll be like.
What's a little heart palpitation between friends? You know what I mean?
I would be flicking in and out of like focus. Is like Oh man! But you know what?
There's no scary games being played here. I'm an adult. I should not be running and hiding in my own house. All right,
dude. The stories I've heard of Darren playing that game,
the Phasmophobia one.
Yeah, he's got videos up, and you can hear him screaming.
Dude, the last scary game I played, I played Outlast when it came out, and that was kind of weird. But the last scary game I played, like actually sat down, turned off all the lights, played in the dark, like. During the daytime, I closed all the shutters. Was Fatal Frame, the very first one for the PlayStation 2.
Oh my god, dude!
I think I was 18 or 19 years old, and I would literally wake up, turn all the lights on to go to the restroom because there's a switch at the beginning of the hall and a switch at the end. And then as I was leaving the restroom, I'd be all, and then I'd freaking run back to my room, and I'd get into the door and I'd stick my hand out and hit the switch. I was 19, dude, and Regina was like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, don't worry, the game's scary.
Dude, so the last scary movie or scary game that I played was actually Silent Hill, the first one.
Ooh, about the same time frame.
Yeah, it is. It was the same time frame, but I did it with the same way, which was shut the lights off, all the windows were closed, and I'm sitting there like I had moved back into my mom's house at that time, and that house it's already scary as it is. It's an old rickety house, and I had this chair that was like right in the middle of my room, and I'm right in front of the TV, and I'm like playing, and I'm hearing that. I'm like, what the hell's that? And I keep playing, and it's like again. I'm like, hey, and then all of a sudden the damn little thing pops up. I'm like, oh god damn it!
Dude, the first Silent Hill game, I remember walking through the town, and that fucking thing shoots out across the street from under the car, like
God.
right at the beginning. I almost shit my pants. I was like, that's it. I'm only 2 minutes in. I don't know if I can do this. Can't do this.
I made it at least into the school, but even then, I was like, that was.
I mean, I kept playing, but that initial like jump scare, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Jesus. Yeah, got me, man.
That's funny. Good. Nancy, what's going on? How are you? Nancy, I want you to put it out into the universe that we are going to do great things this coming year. So there you go. I hope you're doing that thing that you do, because I can't do it. But all right, guys, you know what? We need to do a couple of shout outs to some of the people or some of the companies that have given us things, that are affiliated with us, that are just great companies, and we like to talk about them. So let's kick it off with what?
Merch at the link in the bio, just so you guys
know. Yes. Wait. You know what? Where is it? There it is. That's the one I'm looking for. God, I got to fix that. It takes too long. Ulanzi is a great company, guys. So the lights that I have in my little home studio are the lights that are Ulanzi lights. Unfortunately, when I'm in this place, they're not Ulanzi lights, but we do have the Ulanzi lights at the studio. We've taken them out with us to different places. We actually were using Ulanzi lights when we were at LA Comic-Con. Great company, great products. I also have a cage that goes around my camera that has like a lot of little cool shoes to put stuff in. And they make some of these other products that are right here in front of you, which is like that camera stand that clamps to the desk. But all their products are great. We do have some lavalier mics also. They've got a lot of great products. And if you guys are looking for something, if you're into doing like filming and photography and stuff like that, this is definitely a company to go to, ulanzi.com. There's a link that's in our bio. Click on that link. It'll send you over to them. Since we're affiliates, obviously, if you purchase from them, you will help us out. So by all means, click on the link, go there, buy your lights, let them know that we sent you, and they'll say, well, they probably won't say anything because they don't even know who we are.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks for the money.
But yeah, you know what? Check them out. Next, we've got Renegade Game Studios. You know what? When we have only 2 people, this works perfect. But
I wish we could center ourselves. But
I've already made so many of these. Like
we're like this right now.
Yeah. Wait. I'm leaning into you. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now we're both going. But Renegade Game Studios is a great company, guys. They make RPGs and they make deck builder games. So that Transformer game I do have at home. It is a deck builder. It's great. If you know how to play D&D 5th edition, then you will be able to play all of their RPGs. They all run on the same game style and the rule style. So they've got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony. They've got a bunch of different IPs. Check them out, guys. Click the link that's in our bio. That'll send you over to their site. Again, you purchase that from them. It helps us out. So that's Renegade Game Studios. Next, we're going to go to what David has in his hand right now. Not his wiener, but his legendary supplements, which is Kraken. Where's that Kraken, man? There we go. That is what David drank a little while ago. And how are you feeling?
Pretty focused, man. Intensely focused, as the rapper tells me. Nah, it clicked really quick.
So unfortunately,
Kickin' Mango Peach is the one I did today.
Okay, and I think that's the one that we've kind of said this. That's kind of my favorite. That's yours. A lot of people
both. I don't think I favor one over the other. I think it just depends on what I'm trying to do. So far, I've noticed that for the show, this one, the flavor doesn't like shock me. Where the Blizzard Mojito feels like it's a little bit of a shock, like when you take it.
Yeah, when you take that and you hold it in your mouth, it's like,
yeah.
With Blizzard with the freaking Kickin' Mango, it's more of a.
It's like Mexican candy. Like you get through the sweetness, and then all of a sudden you get that little bit of spice. You taste that iron that's in every Mexican candy, and then boom, you're good to go.
It's mercury. Let's get it right. But
it's Uranus.
We don't lick your. Wait, what? You know what? You guys definitely hit these guys up. Randy is an awesome dude. We love Randy. We love this company. Um, and we've got Kelly, which is Darren's dog, who is now on Instagram saying, "What's up, Big E and Big D?" He's not a big D, but
I'm huge.
Darren,
Oops, in on my dog's account.
what's going on, Darren? Oh my god. Okay, back to this. So check them out. If you use the code GeekSaga77, that'll get you a 10% discount on your purchase. And you can purchase, they've got 6-packs, they've got 12 packs, they've got 24 packs, but they've got both these flavors. It's great. Check them out, guys. It does work. David's proof of it right now. I also will tell you for sure it does work. I've used it on the range, and it's actually helped me focus a little bit more. So there we go. We don't endorse anything that we haven't tried or that we don't like. So
What's up, Dennis?
what's going on, Dennis? How was work, man? Touching any dogs' butts lately? So next we've got Movo. Movo is another great company that we do use in a lot of their products. The microphone that is, which you can't see, there's the top. We all have Movo microphones. We use them. We do like them. I've got a couple other products that are at home that are Movo, but mainly the microphones are what we're picking up. And we use their microphones at LA Comic Con, and they worked amazingly while we were there. So, guys, if you want to check out Movo, click on the link that's in our bio. It'll send you right over there. And again, purchase from them. It helps us out. But we definitely endorse their products because we use them. And you can hear now how good it sounds. So moving on to the last one, which is actually more of a friend-ish of the show, which is Watchers TCG. This game right here is actually a really cool game, which me and David have to actually play because we have 2 sets of these, and we got to try it out. We got to open this up. But this is one of them. I have the other ones at home, and I also have the mat. Thank you to Alex and Donna and Rob and Nick over there at Watchers for giving us these things when we were at LA Comic Con. It was great meeting them. It's a great game. It's another one of the deck builder games. It's kind of in the line of, I don't want to say it's in the line of Magic that's in space, but it's kind of got that same feel. It's got a lot to it, but it's a lot of fun. So you guys definitely check them out. Go onto their website, purchase, tell them when we sent you. Those guys will definitely be like, hell yeah. Not just like, cool. But check them out, guys. You like the graphics I got here? Ooh, damn, I'm good. They didn't send that to us. I built it myself. All right. Enough of that. We need a bigger. Our heads get bigger there. Nope, that's just me. We don't.
Oh God.
Shut up. I think that's it. Close enough. All right. Don't censor her. Let her post.
No, because Darren came back on, and I'm on both chats. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm chatting in the actual stream. I'm chatting on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm still partaking in conversation. I am focused. Anyways, no, Darren got back on after he switched over accounts, and I was like, "Hey, Darren, you're here. Your dog was just on."
Dude, Darren really wants me to go with him to Home Depot. He wants me to go with him to go check out, like,
he knows if he cruises by on Sunday morning, he'll just find you out there, right? And then he can pay you for your time.
No, fool. It's dangerous to take me to Home Depot because I will start to think of a billion things that I want to build, and I will buy that stuff, and then I might not even buy it, or I might not even build it.
Yeah, you're just gonna end up with a pile of shit at the house that you never get to.
Pretty much. Like right now, I got a ton of. Oh, actually, no. The turtle pond that it's done. The next thing that I want to build is actually I still got to build a wall that's going to divide up the studio area and everything else. So I'm getting rid of the wood.
No Cialis necessary.
Blue Chew? Anybody?
Bro, how did we go from both of us having big pictures to these tiny little pictures?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. Oh, I hit the wrong thing again. There we go. Oh man, it's a good. Yes, that was our other producer. Oh my God, it does feel good to be back, and we're kind of so guys. We got back to basics right now. We do have quite a few people now that are kind of in our lineup that we're going to be switching out. Just so you guys know, in case you guys are like, "Oh my gosh, what happened to?" They're not gone. We just thought we would take it back to this, where it's both of us right now, and getting ready for a new year to start up, and then we're going to start rotating people in. Last week we had Desiree that was over from Infinite Abilities, who had a great story about Ed Eisner, and she actually sent me proof, and not like a video of him doing the pinching, but proof that she did meet him, and it was a picture of her and with him at an award ceremony. Then we still got Mike and Nancy who are out there too, who are over in Instagram on the chat. And then, of course, we've got Dennis, who's also going to be coming back. So we've got quite a few people that are going to be rotating in and out throughout the year. But you'll definitely start to see us as the mainstay, because we're going to try our best to, if we have to shift the show to another day, and it's going to be between a Tuesday and between Tuesday through Thursday. So we're not interfering with anything that goes on Mondays or on Fridays. Is that a good explanation?
Yeah, I mean, we both have changes to our schedules at work. So Wednesdays is either going to be a hit or a miss. One day he's driving home, one day I'm on shift, and it's too hard to try to do this while on shift. So we're trying to figure out a new regular. So that's why we dialed back to just the two of us today, because it was kind of a spur of the moment. Hey, we'll do it on Tuesday. So but yeah, we'll definitely get everybody shuffled into the ordeal. You'll always see the two of us, hopefully, but for the most part it'll be us plus one or us plus two,
depending on what we feel like and what's going on, what we're talking about. We'll be lining up guests again coming up next year. We don't have any for the rest of this year. We're kind of just like, all right, we've done a lot. But we are going to, and if Kendra's still on, we are going to be making an appearance out at their 45th anniversary for Golden Apple. That's going to be coming up on the 23rd. So I know, David, you're going to be stuck up here. I'll be down there. But I was talking to Desiree, so she's going to be probably rolling in with me. So we're going to cruise over to that. And then... We Can Be Heroes is going to be putting on another Comics and Cocktails, which is coming in, I think that was January, and it's going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme, which we're going to be working that to get him out there, because David is a huge Turtles fan. So, finally get him over there to not just kind of be in shell shock with Mr. Eastman, but actually be able to talk to him with a microphone. So, because he's going to be there.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
That's gonna be a cool thing.
Now, if only we could get Peter to come around. I haven't met Peter Laird yet.
Dude, that would be seriously cool. But you'd have to go back east for that one.
Nah, too far. I've never been east, so I don't want to go back east.
You've never been east? You've been east? You've been to Florida.
Nah, it doesn't count.
Dude.
I didn't even get chased by a gator, dude.
It's the dong of America, Kevin is a good guy, apparently, according to Darren. And then Regina says, "I love Eastman."
Dude, he's so chill. I'm telling you, the first time I met him, he was like, "Oh, what's this? Your drawing book?" And he pulled it out of under my arm and he just started thumbing through the pages. And he had nothing but good things to say. So, yeah, he was really chill.
That's cool. Well, I mean, we'll hopefully get an opportunity to meet him in person, both of us, and then you actually get to talk to him, do an interview with him. So
I froze up last time. So
Regina will be coming along to do the interview for us, as David's just like,
Yeah. He's just gonna be looking at me like Chappelle when he said he saw who was it, Rick James. He's like, you know his aura. I saw his aura.
Oh man. But we do have a lot of things that we want to do this coming year. And what we talking about? What do you mean? What we talking about? I thought you guys had your 100
Comics and cocktails, man. Comics and cocktails.
Distance Nerding has now popped into the Instagram and said, "What are we talking about? We're talking about your 199th show
/ 200th. We're here celebrating both."
You said 200. He lied. But, yeah, he's like David's like seriously focused. I'm now just going off because the caffeine's finally kicking in and the animal crackers are kicking in. So I got a sugar rush and a caffeine high.
Animal crackers in my soup. Look at you, Shirley Temple.
Hey, dude, these are the best. I love these things.
They're amazing. The ones with the coating on the outside are better though.
Oh, the Mother's frosted ones? Those ones are good too.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
Wake up.
We are awake.
Production notes. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bacon.
But no, you got to go to Dairy Queen and get the frosted animal cookie blizzard.
Bro, I just told you my doctor yelled at me about my A1C. You got to give me these notes after we're off the show.
I'm sorry. Right? I'm sorry. Strike that. You didn't hear that. David, we'll talk later.
Dr. Sanchez, if you're listening, I promise I'm not doing it.
He's not doing anything. He's not eating anything that's bad for him. He's not drinking anything that's bad, so he's okay.
As I drink this orange Fanta. Orange
hey,
Crush.
It's orange, so it's okay.
It's healthy. The fruit.
Vitamin C, right? That's what's in there, right? I mean, if it's orange, that's it. Awesome, David. Are you focusing more on your sketches? Animal cracker ices are at Target. Oh my gosh, what? Animal cracker ices?
Bro, where are you seeing these comments at?
I'm seeing it on our Instagram. I'm seeing what Darren's saying.
Oh, it's coming in really slow on my end.
Oh, I don't know if I could do an animal cracker icy. Animal cracker icy. That's. I don't know.
I'll try anything.
All right. All right, guys. Well, we've been babbling on this whole time, but we're going to move on to our first segment, which is going to be, of course, if I can get to it, because there it is. We are going to be talking about the geek history. So we're starting off with Bram Stoker's Dracula, which premiered in 1992. I was just going into high school when this movie came out. That's how old this movie is.
Yeah, I think I was 8.
Yeah. Did you actually see this movie?
Yeah, I've seen this movie several times.
And it's actually pretty good.
I mean, it's set the tone for what Dracula movies became.
Yeah.
After this, like, even what was the one with
Interview with
played Gaston?
Huh?
The guy who played Gaston. What was that called? Jesus Christ!
It was Dracula. It was Dracula: The Untold Story or something like that. Or
yeah. Even that one kind of follows this history of who he is, and you could see the influences from this movie in that. So
Gary Oldman, freaking
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu coming off of freaking Bill and Ted.
Yep. Was it straight after Bill and Ted, or is it after Point Break?
Wasn't Point Break in 90? It wasn't. Point Break was later, I think. Let's see. Point Break was 1991. Oh yeah. Okay. So he went from, which is a weird jump. It was
something
Bill
as a foot
at the Circle K.
I knew you couldn't not let it go.
Dude, I visited that Circle K. Like, I legit, and now I live not too far from that Circle K. It's still there.
Dude.
It's crazy. But Keanu went from Bill and Ted to, I think it was Parenthood
Point
was
Break.
just after that, to Point Break, to this, and then Speed.
And
that's
then
what
Johnny Mnemonic.
yeah, but he just took off.
Yeah.
And
And then right after Johnny
Roman-
Mnemonic, I think he landed himself the Matrix.
Yeah. And then that was it. It was just like, he skyrocketed. He was gone. Couldn't touch the man. So, director, and what's crazy about this movie is actually, this is a Francis Ford Coppola movie. And
Crazy.
that's the craziest part, because Francis Ford Coppola went from like all those other, like the freaking Godfather to Dracula. I mean, granted, there was other movies in between, but still, it's crazy to think of that.
Yeah.
So this movie actually won 3 Academy Awards. It won for Best Makeup, Best Costume Design, and Best Sound. And dude, you can't tell me that Gary Oldman didn't play an amazing Dracula.
Dude, he killed it. I mean, everybody was good though. Oldman was good. Anthony Hopkins was good. Winona Ryder was good. And of course, Keanu Reeves was good as Jonathan.
Yeah, but Oldman went from old man to a younger Gary Oldman in this movie, and it was great. I mean, he killed it. He did an awesome job as Dracula. This was a great movie. If you guys have not seen this movie, definitely go and watch this. You can find that, dude. It's streaming on, I think it's on Hulu. It's either Hulu or.
But right after this, The Simpsons parodied it, right? In the very next freaking Bart's Halloween or whatever.
Treehouse of Horrors.
Tree Horror. Yeah. Yeah, dude. And his de-aging was all practical effects because he was a younger dude at the time. So they aged him up with practical effects and then brought him back, just like they did with David Lopan in the Big Trouble in Little China movies.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
But the thing is like, dude, yeah, we're getting all this great technology now with AI and all this aging. And last week we talked about the Tom Hanks movie where they aged him from 17 all the way up to what his age is now using AI. But look at what the practical effects can be done, the makeup that can be done. It's freaking amazing. We didn't have all the technology back then. We used real makeup, and it looks amazing. And when you watch the movie, it still holds up to this day.
Yeah. I mean, it's a definite period piece, and it looks like an older movie, but it just adds to the feel of the movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I definitely recommend it. You guys should go check it out. Let's see who's involved. Chelsea Ray, what's going on? Dennis says the muscle armor was a little meh. Hey, I actually like the muscle armor. That actually looked really cool.
Oh, the breastplate that had the print on it or whatever?
It looked like all muscle, all of like red armor suit. I thought that was actually really cool.
I liked it. That was in the flashback scene, right? When they're showing him as Vlad or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, moving on to the next one, which is Space Jam. So this came out in '96. I remember this movie, and the only thing that I took away from this movie was the one song.
I believe I could fly. Dude.
I believe I could touch the sky.
If you guys want to just mute your speakers at this moment, I'll let you know when he's done.
So this is live action meets cartoons. Bugs Bunny meets MJ, because at the time MJ was the biggest thing in freaking basketball. Wasn't this just after the Dream Team went to the Olympics and won the gold?
Yeah.
So,
and I think he was right after the three-peat.
Yeah.
Or in the middle of the three-peat.
Let's see. Had his own. Okay. So, yeah, I was just looking to see if we're right about that, but yeah, we are. So, I mean, you were of, I guess you could say, the age that would have watched this, right?
Yeah, I was 12. I mean, this was like geared towards me. I was still in the Looney Tunes phase. But dude, I had the freaking the Monstars basketball suit, and I used to wear that sucker everywhere. I had the tank top, I had the shorts. My cousins had the Toon Squad white ones. I just don't like getting dirty, so I bought the black one. But yeah, dude, I had the freaking whole suit. Like, it's good shit.
That's pretty funny. I mean, it was a huge thing. Like, this movie actually did really good for what it was, And what do you say?
He said he was never a Space Jam guy.
Oh, well, it wasn't geared towards you because you're as old as I am.
Well,
So
who is this?
I'm pretty sure that's James. MJ is a GOAT.
Yeah, all time, greatest of all time.
I think so. Well, I mean, then again, I grew up during that time where we had, not only did we have freaking Michael Jordan, but we had Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So yeah, I seen a lot of great basketball players come through the times, and it was insane to see what was going on. It's always James. Okay, well, easy there, James. Easy.
Forgive us.
So to keep in shape and practice his game, Michael Jordan had his own basketball court built by Warner Brothers on set. Shaquille O'Neal also made a brief cameo towards the end of the film. Space Jam has since become a nostalgic favorite and even inspired a sequel. Did you see the sequel?
I wish I didn't, but yes.
That was Space Jam: A New Legacy, right? That's with LeBron.
Yep. Yeah, I don't got nothing bad to say about it. I don't want to say anything. It was okay, but for me, a lot of the voices of the core characters from the Looney Tunes have changed because new people are doing the voices. So it's hard for me to stay in with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, my dryer's going off.
Oh, that's all right. Someday when we have our own studio, then we don't have to worry about that.
What are you talking about? I have my own studio in my garage.
Oh, sorry.
My dryer.
So, all right, moving on. Oh, who just came on? Blanca, C91. What's going on? How you doing? Trying to also look to see who keeps popping in on over there on the other side. So moving on to the next thing, which is Starship Troopers Dogma. No, it's actually Dogma, and I just didn't change one of the pictures, which I could have sworn I did.
You just want to keep looking at Johnny Rico. It's okay. Rico Roughnecks.
But I swear I put Dogma on there. I don't know what happened. Anyways, so guys, Dogma, this was a great movie, 1999. This is when in the heyday of I was going to just say Silent Bob, but Kevin Smith putting out all the movies that he did, starting with Clerks, which he produced himself and paid for out of his own pocket, and actually a lot of friends pitched in, and his parents helped him make that movie. And as time went on, they got bigger budgets, and Dogma was this huge, not a huge budget, but a huge thing because the subject of the movie, which is basically you've got
it's Matt Damon
and Batfleck
and Batfleck.
But it's a religious satire in which two fallen angels portrayed by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon try to exploit a loophole to re-enter heaven, putting the entire universe in jeopardy. Along the way, they encounter various quirky and morally complex characters like Salma Hayek, who they find in a strip club, but she plays a siren, not a siren. What do they call them when the ones that help you inspire? A muse. She plays a muse, which isn't religious at all. That's something different. And then you've got Chris Rock right there.
Thanks, Dana.
He plays Rufus, and
dang, I can't believe they recasted Rufus as a black dude, bro.
Rufus. But yeah, I should have changed out that Starship Troopers because I kind of left it in there once we talked about it to kind of pay homage to last week's talk where Desiree was just saying, why did they have boobs in that movie? I don't know. But at least the aliens weren't there that were probing. They were just ripping people apart. So it's okay. But anyways, back to this. This was a great movie. I did like it. You've seen it, right?
Nope.
You haven't seen Dogma?
Never seen it, man. Never got the chance to sit down and watch it. And then by the time I was ready to watch it, I just never did. Like, and I think it's on a hard drive somewhere with all my movies from deployments. It's just when you get 900 gigs, it's hard to circle back and remember what you want to watch, what you don't.
Yeah.
Like 899 gigs of movies are on my hard drive still. And I think I've watched the same 15 movies over and over again.
Dude, I've done that too, where I'm like scrolling. I'm like, no. It's like, why do I even have some of these movies? But actually, it is a good movie. The cool thing was you got the Buddy Jesus, which that's what he does. It's a cool little statue. I got to get me one of them. But man, Kevin Smith got into like all kinds of trouble with this movie. A lot of protests, a lot of people screaming out like blasphemy and all this other stuff about the movie. It's like, dude, it's just a movie. And the funny thing was at one of the protests at a movie theater, Kevin Smith himself kind of snuck into the protesters and was holding a sign and got onto the news without the lady even realizing who he was as he was holding the sign. And I forgot what the sign said, but it was hilarious. And he was talking. He was just kind of like, yeah, I don't know, but it was pretty funny. But it's a great movie. Yeah, it's got controversy to it, but it was still praised as a pretty funny movie. Obviously, we still get Jay and Silent Bob making an appearance in this, doing their normal stick, but it's still really funny. And then after this was Jay and Silent Strike Back. And when you watch Dogma at the very end of at the end of Dogma, you'll see kind of a clip that leads to Jay and Silent Strike Back. So there we go. Yeah.
I was trying to find his sign. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, dude, I wish I should have thought of that and gotten that little clip up. But
it looks like it just says Dogma on the clip on the thing.
Who what?
I said it looks like it just says Dogma on the
on his side.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just protesting Dogma by saying Dogma.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, moving on to the last thing, which brings us more up to date, which is The Mandalorian. I had to put it in there. I mean, it's been
5 years now.
Yeah. 5 years now that The Mandalorian came out. And so this is kind of what put new life back into, I would say, the Star Wars universe.
It's definitely what brought me back, because for a long time I was kind of trailing, not excited to watch things. I'd still go watch them because it's Star Wars, but yeah, I was like falling off for a long time. And then when The Mandalorian hit, I think I had this conversation with you. I told you I didn't care about Boba Fett, dude. I had no clue who he was. Didn't care who he was other than the guy in the green armor. Like, you know what I mean? Because we get 5 minutes of screen time total
with Boba.
Yeah, I think if you chop all his pieces up and put it together, it's like 5 minutes worth of screen time,
if that.
And that's even counting him standing in the background behind Darth Vader.
Yeah, and well, so the bulk of the time that we actually see Boba is in that cartoon that was in the Christmas special.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we got really introduced to him.
But, see, and I didn't watch that till I was already older. So
I was gonna say I didn't see it till I was old. No, I did see it when I was younger. It was I don't even remember how I was able to see it because it came out in like 78. But I do remember, or 78 or 70. Yeah, 78. But I do remember seeing it as a kid, and it was just bad. And then I saw it again as, dude, it was. But if you want to hear about like all the backstory and everything, there's a documentary out there that Kyle Newman put out along with Adam F. Goldberg that is called oh crap. I was on a roll. I almost had it. It is called, let's get this up. Let me spell his name right first. Which, shout out to Kyle Newman and Pop Culture Coffee. We've been drinking your coffee here on Post quite a bit.
A Disturbance in the Force.
Right there you go. A Disturbance in the Force. It was actually a really good documentary. After he mentioned it, I actually watched it the next day, and it was funny. And the story behind the whole Christmas special is insane. But, okay, back to this. Yes, we only got like maybe 5 minutes in the movie. And in all the movies, from Empire to Return, and he ends up dying in Return, which, spoilers, sorry guys, if you guys didn't know that, shame on you.
Except it's not a spoiler.
Yeah, it's not really a
because
spoiler.
he's not dead.
I just saw right here. Rico in Starship Troopers was supposed to be Filipino. I don't know who he was thinking of. Or are you talking about, James, are you talking about yourself playing Rico? Because if you played Rico, I would so watch the movie.
I think he's basing it off the book. Is he Filipino in the book?
No. He wasn't Filipino in the book. Because I read the book.
I read the book too.
It
But
was
I don't
actually-
remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But I don't think he was Filipino.
So much
James-
fascism. I love it.
James just wants to put himself in everything.
Randy said, "What? He's dead? Now he's not dead?" Spoilers everywhere.
Yes, spoilers everywhere. All right, so yes, this reignited a lot for Star Wars, and it wasn't. Everybody thought it was going to be Boba Fett, but it wasn't Boba Fett. It is a whole new Mandalorian, and we also got at the beginning was Baby Yoda. Ends up being his name was Grogu. And they have a movie coming out soon.
Oh yeah. Or set in the Mandalorian universe that they've built. I don't know if it's an actual Mandalorian movie though.
Yeah, no, it is. It's going to be with him and Grogu. I think it was called like something in Grogu.
Din and Grogu, a buddy story.
A buddy cop story. Oh my god, that would be great.
Bro, it's like this year's Turner and Hooch.
Hell yeah. I'm so down. All right. So, Jon Favreau served as a creator and head writer and showrunner. He played across the board everything for The Mandalorian. And the first footage actually premiered at Star Wars Celebration in April of 2019. So,
it's going to be called The Mandalorian and Grogu. Thanks, Dennis.
Wow, could they have made it more on the nose with the name? So, not joking, I know, Dennis. Wait, who's Baby Yoda? So, Randy, when a Mama Yoda and a Daddy Yoda come together, and
there's only one Yoda. They can't have a daddy and a mommy. It's when the midichlorians infused, we get random special beings.
And that's where Grogu came from.
Yeah.
Randy, if you'd like, we'll send you a book that talks all about that stuff. So, anyways. All right, moving on to, I think that's it for this. We actually do know a couple of guys that actually were in the Mandalorian show. That is Danny Romero and Rory, and I always forget his last name.
Danny and Rory, dude.
Danny and Rory. Love you guys.
The Mandalorian and Grogu. And Danny and Rory.
Oh my God, that would be an awesome movie. I would so go watch that.
She was also on the council. Yeah, Yaddle? Yeah, Yaddle was on the council with her weird braid.
She looks so weird.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
They both look like little wrinkled green nutsacks.
Dude, I'm missing so much on Instagram. I'm like, why is he? What are you talking about? Yeah. So Yoda lady, Yoda lady.
It's like a. It's like Ricola.
Yoda lady.
He's yodeling, bro. Yodel.
Dude, we're stupid. All right.
Forgive us, Randy.
All right, that is it for this week in geek history. So we're gonna do this. Oh, I forgot to do that. There we go. It's as if we are. Hey, we're totally 100% professionals. How do you say it in Spanish?
Profesional.
There we go. Profesional. Okay. That was nice. Yes, that was.
You missed the outro, dude. You missed the outro.
No, I failed. But we're going to move into our next segment because we stayed a while on that one. So we're going to move right into the geek news. Yeah. So we're starting out the night with the new documentary on the Twilight Zone creator Rod Serling in the works. So Leonardo DiCaprio's company, or it's Appian Way. That's Leonardo's production company. Is actually going to be doing a documentary on the creator Rod Serling, which I absolutely, and we just had somebody on not too long ago who wrote a full-on encyclopedia about the Twilight Zone, which was Steve Rubin. Super nice guy, love the guy and everything. So better clip that
noise that you just made.
But that means that I could actually go back. I'll make that just for you, Randy, when we talk about legendary subs. But I love this show. Like, I truly, truly do love this show.
I've only seen one episode.
Oh my God, dude.
I've only seen the Shatner episode.
There's actually a couple of Shatner episodes.
The one that everyone knows.
So
there's something on the wing of this plane.
That's Terra 20. Is it 20,000 feet or 30,000? Somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's later on in the seasons. The earlier one was the one where he's actually goes into a diner and he starts putting coins into this little like devil machine that starts telling him the future. But I've seen every single episode. I've seen them multiple times. I'm actually rewatching it again. And I really do love the shows or the show.
I keep telling myself I'm going to go back and watch it, but because I just don't like to watch things that are going to freak me out and my imagination's so freaking big, I end up all twacked out dreaming about shit that happened in the show. I wake up in a cold sweat, ghosts touching me at Roberts. Like, it's weird, bro. I can't, everything together. It's too much.
You mentioned ghosts touching you at Roberts. Now, I heard a little big birdie said you were burning some sage through the hallways.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you get touched?
No.
Did you hear something at night?
No.
You're just doing it as precautionary?
I did it because I was going to nights and I wasn't about to work there in the wee witching hours without saging that motherfucker up. All right. It was precautionary. Okay. Nothing has happened to me in that building. No.
Okay.
Camp. What are we talking about? one, yes, I've seen Black Mirror. I couldn't get
Right.
past the first season. Two, what are you guys talking about? We're talking about Camp Roberts being haunted as fuck. It is crazy haunted
Which
at Camp Roberts.
I'm really, really looking forward to us having Richard Haddon on the show, who he's a huge fan of paranormal stuff.
Oh,
So I could actually tell him about what goes on here. and
ghosts
maybe
don't
get him
need
up here.
consent, just so you know.
What?
Ghosts don't need consent. That's what James said.
No, they don't. They just like to. They will touch you whenever they want.
They don't even give you a courtesy boop when they do it either.
When they're done, they're just all like, "I'm done," and they walk away.
Gracias, homie.
But this would actually be a really cool thing to see. Director, it's going to be directed by GameStop Rise of the Players, film maker Jonah Tulis. Yeah. And the documentary has a full support of Sterling's daughter, which is actually really cool to hear that. So that means that we're going to get a full story about him. If you guys don't know the story about Rod Sterling, or at least know some history, go back to our older episode with Steve Rubin on it, because he tells some history about Rod himself. Rod is actually a World War II veteran. He actually served, and he was saying that he saw a lot of stuff. And the reason why he sat down and started writing The Twilight Zone and just writing in general was because his therapist at the time, because of all that he had seen, all he had gone through, told him, "Hey, why don't you sit down and just write? It'll help you." And this is early on, before people were talking about PTSD and everything, but he had PTSD, and this was a form of a way for him to be able to cope with a lot of the things that had gone on. So it was really cool to hear Stephen talk about that stuff. And yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to see this documentary. So it's supposed to be like exploring the legacy, and it dives deep into everything that he's done from television to film, with all his writing and stuff like that. So yeah, dude, you got to go back and watch it, because not only, I mean, yeah, there are some episodes that are kind of freaky, but there's a lot of social issues that are talked about throughout these episodes that were prominent then, and there's still something that can be related to now, even though it's black and white. The acting is like bigger than life and everything, but it's still like that good. So there we go. There's my endorsement.
Eventually, I will go back and watch it. I did. Whoever who was that? James. I did try to watch Black Mirror. I just couldn't get past the first season. Once I got to the pig fucker episode, which I think is episode 1.
That was like 2.
I gave it another episode or 2, and then I was like, bro, that pig fucking episode is stuck in my head.
Yeah,
like, I can't do this. But my wife watched randomly like season 4 or something like that. She just started the season and she liked what she was watching on there. So I just haven't. I don't really follow shows that do one episode of this, one episode of that, one episode of this, one episode of that. It's never been my thing. So,
well, definitely go back, watch this one.
You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do.
Do it, fool. You have all night. You can watch it. It'll freak you out a little bit, but it's all right. And just like Brandy said, it'll be okay if the ghost touch you. It's like that one night in college.
James says, saw the pig episode, then watched a couple more to see what other animals would be on.
My God. All right. Moving on to the next story, which is xenomorphs invade our planet in the new Alien Earth teaser is out. So guys, check that. You said you watched the teaser, which I'm very shocked to hear that you actually did.
I mean, like I said, I stay away from trailers only for movies I want to see. I'll watch the other trailers. You know what I mean? This one looks really good. The aliens look freaking amazing. And I watched it because I was watching the like BTS stuff for I think it was Romulus and Earth. One of the guys was building one of the xenomorphs on Instagram, and I was watching that, and I was like, dude, that thing looks freaking amazing. And it wasn't even done. It was just like the head, the neck, and the shoulders. It was a bust almost. but it looked freaking crazy, and I was like, oh man, that looks dope.
What is going on in Coffee and Comics? What's going on Infinite Abilities? I don't know if it's Ian or Desiree that's on, but guys, welcome to the show. Yeah, dude, this looks really good. And I've stayed away from a lot of the Alien movies after Prometheus and all that
Prometheus was bad.
Oh, it was horrible. It wasn't just bad, it was god awful. Oh, Coffee and Comics. Hit me up tomorrow. Sorry. We want to talk. We definitely want you on the show. He's a veteran. He owns a shop down in Coffee and Comics called Coffee and Comics in Huntington Beach. I've been to the shop. I miss him, which kind of sucked. I was hoping to meet him. But yeah, hit me up tomorrow. We got to talk. We got some ideas. Sweet. Right on. All right. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, I stayed away from it because of what I saw in those movies. Alien Romulus, I was kind of like the kids that were in that movie. It's like I wanted them to die. I really did. What? It just was like, you guys are annoying. Die, just die. I don't. Yeah. It was set like in between when Aliens 1 and Alien and Aliens. That's when that time frame when it was supposed to be, and it was just like, no. So, but this one looks actually really good. And that alien, the xenomorph.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Well, like we've had this conversation and we've said it many times on the show, but practical effects will get me to come back for anything. Like that's what I loved about The Mandalorian, which we spoke about earlier. They brought back a lot of the like basic practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell it's a dude in a suit, and they did their best to make him look as organic as possible, like Cad Bane. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, his head's supposed to be narrow," and it's like, bro, name one guy who has a skinny face like that. Like, it's not gonna happen. Be glad he has red eyes and blue skin. Like,
yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, you bring back some practical effects, and I'm there. Like it dials me in. Well, like Kraken. I'm just playing.
He's focused like Kraken. But I'll give you one thing is that with Romulus, they did do a lot more practical effects. They still were sticking to the suit, somebody in a suit, which was great. But you still can't get me because those dumb kids, they just kind of like the dumb kids that were here recently.
But was the story worth watching? Other than the kids, if you had to replace the kids with better kids. All right. If it was the Stranger Things cast running from aliens, would you care more?
No, I think what it was is that it was just the fact that
they were young kids.
All right, get rid of the kids, put adults. You got me.
You'll have guns. Yeah, aliens is supposed to be like people fighting for their lives,
and they were fighting for their lives, but it just lost me because it's a bunch of millennials that I was like,
bye.
Oh well. I knew that they weren't going to survive. I mean, come on.
It's like for me, I really love the first Predator. And then everything else afterwards has been like Alien versus Predator was cool. The premise was there. AVP 2 was okay. But after that, yeah, it's just like even the most recent one with who was it? Adrian Brody was in it. Predators or what was it?
Predator. Yeah, that one was.
I didn't care, dude.
I didn't either. Like I watched it just because I watched it. Oh, I don't know what it says. Absolute Series has been pretty rad. Surprisingly,
how you like DC Absolute Series?
Yeah, the guys are talking over here in our chat.
I see it. Yeah.
Whoa, easy there, Ricky. Good old Ricky Redbeard's on talking to us. You know what? It doesn't bring the heat. It's cool that it's set in LA. That I'll give it. But I don't know. Ruben Blades, Maria Chiquira Alonso, and
Is it Glover?
Danny Glover, and then what's his face? Played Hudson from Aliens.
Oh yeah, the dude with the face,
Oh God,
the guy with the thing.
I can't. Dennis, help me out here. Ricky, help me out. What's going
James
on?
said, "Stop bothering his conversation with coffee and comics. Go back to drooling over Rod Serling."
Hey, you know what? Rod Sterling. I can't even talk now. Rod Sterling was great. So, anyways, how's it that we have? How is it that they're all over here now? I thought they had their 200th episode.
At
What's going
6:30,
on?
dude.
Oh, well, I guess. But what's going on, SC? The biggest biggest Mexican.
What is wrong with you, dude?
Ghost.
Ah.
Scratch that. Let's start over again. So, xenomorphs, aliens. This is not an alien that will probe you, although its way of impregnating you will go through your mouth.
Dang, what's on your mind, Eugene?
I'm just saying that's what it does.
They're asking in the chat. They want to know what's on your mind. The biggest black, and then you're talking about impregnating people's faces and penetration.
What's touching Eugene? Oh my gosh, dude.
So going back to Ricky, he said the new movies are all going off the gun Glover gets at the end.
Actually, yeah, they are. Because he got that flip pistol, and it said, what was it, 1790 something or 17 something on it. So you looked at the bottom. So I think it's like every 100 years that they supposedly come back. So if you look, that means that, or every 50 years, something like that. If you look at the timeline, it makes a lot of sense because right after Schwarzenegger, that's when we get Predator 2. But then you get Alien versus Predator in between, which throws off that thing. But if you only follow the line of the movies, like of the Predator movies, then it makes sense. Even down to like Prey, even though I don't like Prey.
Raphael Adelini, 1715. Given to Harry.
Randy, trust me, I ain't blushing. But it was funny. All right, guys, moving on away, get away from this. I'm looking forward to seeing this. It's got a lot of different people that are going to be in this. And nobody that I kind of really... Well, Timothy Olyphant is going to be in it. So that ought to be cool.
Maybe.
I like him. Yeah, so 3 decades before... Oh, this is supposed to take place 3 decades before Ripley encounter with the xenomorph. So
nice.
That would make sense why they actually knew about it prior to Ripley being picked up. Because that's what Burke was looking for when he went off with the Marines, because they already knew that it was there. Huh.
Randy says it's not the cricket gun from Men in Black.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Do you want to know a theory about Men in Black?
Sure.
So I'm reading the Mothman Prophecies, and the Men in Black are not government people like everybody thinks. They're actually the aliens themselves going to check on abductees and people that have encountered aliens.
Have you ever gone on YouTube and looked up the real Men in Black?
No.
Look it up. There's video of these dudes like going into different buildings, only buildings where the people who got abducted or whatever,
Yeah.
and they both look exactly the same, pale face. Their eyes are all black, and they're wearing like the bowler hats and black tuxes and stuff like that, or black suits. But yeah, look up the real Men in Black.
Also, when you notice them, they'll also have a little bit more pointed features. They're always
Mhm.
described as having kind of like Asian features. No offense.
Whoa, dude. James
I'm
is
just
in the
saying what it
chat.
says in the book. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Filipino features. James, sorry.
Jesus.
It's what they say in the book, all right? You should hear the
Bro.
other things that they describe people in that book. But
Jeez.
Ricky says Ripley is ugly. I'll die on that hill.
He also said aliens are Asian. Thanks. Thanks.
This is Ricky that said it. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Ricky, Ripley is not ugly. Okay. Oh, dude, we're having a great show tonight. We're almost done with this. Oh,
Aliens are freaking karaoke kings.
yeah. Oh, we got to move away from the story before I get in trouble.
I'm looking for the real Men in Black. I'm gonna link it when I find it.
Oh man! All right, so next we're moving on to Tron Ares releases the release date, trailer, cast, plot, and a ton more news that's going to be coming out. So, David, did you see the last Tron movie?
Yes.
What did
The
you?
one with
what's his name?
oh, what the frick is his name? Garrett Hedlund.
Yes, there you go. And
I
what was her?
Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. For being someone who saw the original Tron but didn't really care for it because I was a kid. I was interested in the world, but not so much the execution because of the time that the movie was made. So when the new one came out, I was very excited because advancement in technology, the graphics were going to be cooler, and those freaking light bikes did not miss. They were freaking amazing in that movie. But I thought it was a cool story, a cool continuation. And he freaking turns on the power in the place, and it starts with freaking worlds apart, separate ways. Pumped you up right there. I was ready to go after that.
That was it. I was like, I'm in.
Yep.
But,
full send.
Yep. I was like, oh yes.
But I thought it was really good. The world was cool. The special effects were cool. The continuation of the story was I say it was pretty in line with what you could expect from the next sequence in that story. It wasn't like, oh, here's a story, wokeisms, and then you're like, no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, the only thing I had with that movie was at the end when he pulls Olivia Wilde out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I had a problem. I'm like,
well, she wasn't a game.
She was a game.
No,
she was part of the game.
She was a sentient being that came into being because of the world of Tron was created.
I know, but how did he pull her out of the game?
In the disc, bro.
And then she was riding on the bike with him at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he pulled her out of the disc, and his dad gave him all of the know-how to do what he needed to, and that's how he saved her. The whole plot was that the dad was trying to save her and get her into the world so she can make a difference. But then Clue destroys the entire population minus the one that he's sequestered hiding.
I don't know. According to...
You're trusting the dude, all right? He saved the world.
According to Ricky, Tron needs more xenomorphs. And it's just like Pixel. That's what it was. It was too much like Pixel, where they came out and that one... It was the one that Jonah Hill was all over. Or it was Josh Gad.
Yeah, Josh Gad.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But I don't know about this one. I mean, it looks cool. Like what I've seen.
I'm excited.
I'm kind of on the fence because I did like I think it was the second time that I watched Tron that I kind of got into it a little bit more, and I was like, okay, all right, this is cool.
So now I can watch it, and I still love the original because that's what got me into it, and I love the video game. And like you said, in the second one where Worlds Apart just came on as soon as the power kicked on, it was just like, oh my god, this is great.
We're back.
Yeah.
We're back in Flynn's arcade.
Hell yeah. And I've actually, like, at that time when that movie came out, I had my Disney pass, so I was going there, and they actually had a Flynn's arcade set up at Disney, which was great. So this is taking place nearly 15 years. It's been a 15-year wait for Disney to finally deliver Part 3, or Tron Ares. They tried putting out a
Tron Uprising was a cartoon.
that was a cartoon.
It was good.
It was.
It wasn't great, but it was good.
No, it was definitely good, and I don't know why they canceled it, but I think it was more of just it didn't have the traction.
It was geared towards adults. It was a show definitely geared towards us, but it aired at the same time that all the kids cartoons were airing because that was prime time for cartoons. So it landed on the wrong audience. This episode feels like it's been 15 years. Oh, thanks, James.
Wow. Thank you very much, James. So anyways, I will say that I think the Men in Black are Filipino. But
and they too sing separate ways. Amazingly, by the way.
Worlds Apart. Oh my gosh.
It's a good show.
It is. All right. So this is supposed to be breaking the boundaries between humans and AI to the forefront, and with hints of impending clash between the two. So, like he said, obviously Olivia Wilde came out into this world, and now we're going to be seeing Flynn's son, Sam, who is going to be going even further with everything that's going on from the last movie. And now, because obviously we have AI now, they're adding that into the whole storyline too. So they've been developing this since 2010. And director Joaquin Ronin, which is Predators. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men's No Tales will be directing it. He's pushing through the productions. Let's see what else we got. Boop, 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 boop. Expanding on the Tron themes, legacy, AI, human coexistence. I don't want to say anything bad about AI because, yeah.
I just think I think it's going to be cool, and it's going to be a cool thing to reflect on right now that we're in the mix of AI taking over. But it also falls right in line with all these other movies that are AI. What's that one? Afraid, where it's AI. Yeah. The AI is capitalized.
Mm-hmm. There's been quite a few.
Yeah, but having the lore of Tron attached to it is going to be freaking amazing.
Yeah. So we'll see what they have to offer. Man, I am like,
dude, I put the link in the chat and YouTube, and freaking James is like, I'm chicken, in parentheses he put adobo. I can't click on that link. Oh, dude.
Oh man. All right, moving on to the next story, which is David, take the lead on this.
Dude, Dragon Ball Daima. So I haven't even started watching this. But Dragon Ball Daima is the next like continuation of the Dragon Ball story, or a separate universe of the Dragon Ball storytelling. It's surrounded by someone making a wish and then everybody getting turned into little kids, kind of like we got with Goku in Dragon Ball GT, which, by the way, I've never watched. I've never made it past the first episode of GT because fuck that. Anyways, and it had a lot of rave reviews. People were excited about it. They announced it like on the big screen somewhere. I forgot where it was. And it got standing ovation, or not standing ovation, but like loud, boisterous, like cheers for the show being presented. Oh, dude, Pan, I swear, whoever wrote that, just sign out now. But it was okay. I mean, Dragon Ball GT broke a lot of rules for me in that very first episode. To whoever wrote about Pan, I'm assuming that's you, James.
That's
You
James. Go back to your adobo.
jerk. But they broke a lot of rules that they laid out in Dragon Ball Z, and that's the reason I just turned it off and said, "Okay, I'm done. If you can't get through the first episode without breaking rules, I'm out." So I never went back and watched it. But Daima is, I just didn't have the continued thrust. It's losing its pull. People aren't watching it. It's losing steam. It's just I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit down and watch it to see what the actual storyline looks like and check out the episodes because it looks good.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's hit this. It's come out and already losing steam, like it says. So it was promising. It had promising development, but it was still slow pacing, is what they're saying. It started off with the humor, and then it still has unique villains, and it's supposedly a fun storyline, but people are just like, no, this is not. It's not Dragon Ball.
Well, we just came off of Dragon Ball Super, which is still going. The manga's still being written, whatever. And then you had Dragon Ball Super Heroes, the movie that launched not too long ago. And that was freaking amazing, dude. Me and my kids went and watched it at the theater. It was just me and the two big guys. And dude, it was freaking amazing. I loved it. So to go from that to like, oh my God, they're all kids again. It's like, dude, how many times are we going to reboot this? It's like watching Into the Spider-Verse. All right, guys, I'm Spider-Man and this is my story. And let's do this one more time, people. How many times do you hear that in that movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, things don't need to be rebooted so much or so close to the more recent reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Give it 10 years, give it 20 years, and maybe you could say, yeah, I'm going to reboot something. But if you give it less time than that, like 5 years, it's just not going to have the traction. It's going to be like, well, we just got a restart of the series. Why do we need it again?
I will say that the one thing this has going for it that GT didn't have is that Akira Toriyama actually had oversight on this project where Dragon Ball GT had nothing. Like he had no part of Dragon Ball GT. So when I say they're breaking rules, right? Like there's early in Dragon Ball Z, we get an explanation that Saiyans are born with as much hair on their head as they're ever gonna have. And their hair doesn't change, nothing changes. So that's why when they show Vegeta as a kid, he has the same haircut as an adult. Goku, his hair doesn't change unless he turns to the side and then he gets the Mickey ears thing. But it's got the same shape to it, you know what I mean? So when very first episode, the camera comes in fast, you see these nice, shiny boots or shoes, dress shoes, and then they pan up this dude wearing tan slacks and a pink like button down shirt, and then they spin around to the front of him and it's Vegeta with a flat top and a mustache on his face, and you're like, why the fuck would you cut his hair? It doesn't grow back. They're born with what. And then after that I was done. I was like, dude, Vegeta's my favorite character. How are you gonna do this to him?
Well,
give him the J. Jameson.
Randy says anime is deaf now. This seems so old school. Just watch
Dadan.
Dadan.
I haven't got around to it. I just finished catching up on One Piece. I've seen some of the newer stuff. I started watching Chainsaw Man. I've seen Jujutsu Kaisen. I've seen like 150 different animes.
There's so much.
But I was watching Tower of God the other day on Crunchyroll, which is really cool because that was a webtoon, like one of those cheap. Someone started it on the online, and then it became Crunchyroll picked it up and turned it into an anime. That one's pretty cool, but yeah, I don't know, man. I can't. There's a lot of new stuff that I just don't want to watch either.
Well, I mean, I take my lead from you. Whenever you tell me to watch something, I watch it, but I haven't watched the one that you just talked about.
Exactly, Randy. Follow the Anchorman rule. Don't touch the hair.
Such childhood trauma venting coming.
I was an adult. Thank you. I was an adult when I got brokenhearted by Vegeta's haircut.
Oh man, but so it's rumored 20 episodes. Fans have everything or every right to hope for faster paced storytelling and deeper engagement with Dragon Ball lore they love. I mean, it's just sounding like they're promising a lot, and it's not gonna go anywhere. So
yeah, dude. Ricky's right on point. He's talking about they killed Garo with the new hairstyle. Yeah, dude. Boruto destroyed a lot of characters from the Naruto show. So,
which actually, they're going to be putting out a Naruto and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic. It's a crossover.
I'm not excited, dude.
I'm excited actually for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and He-Man crossover figures. Those actually
those look pretty cool.
Yeah, so I gotta see whenever that comes out, and I gotta snag myself a couple of those. But so, what do you think? Yay or nay to watch this?
Oh, I'm gonna watch it. Like I'm not gonna skip it. Just like GTL, give it the good old go until they break my heart, and then it's off and done.
All right. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait till you tell me if it's yay or nay, and then maybe I'll then check it out. But I haven't even watched the one that Randy mentioned. I did see it actually today, and I almost clicked on it to watch it, but I ended up clicking on Walking Dead because I was like, you know what, I've got to finish the show finally. So I'm finishing that.
Hell yeah!
But, all right, guys. So this is it for. Oh man, this has actually been a really fun time.
Yeah.
The amount that we've been going back and forth with everybody in the chat has been great. So
this is what it's like to have interactive chat.
Jeez. Yeah, it is. It's great. You know, it's
like the kids right now. Yo, can I get something in the chat? What's up, chat?
Yeah. No.
So I was talking to my little cousin. My little cousin is a PE teacher, and he was telling me that, you know, kids are so used to watching live shows on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, and people are constantly talking to the chat, and to leave no one out, they literally just address you as chat. Yo, chat, can I get a whatever in the chat? And he said these kids are so indoctrinated with that type of speak, they'll walk up and talk to nobody and just be like, yo, chat, can I get a what's up in the chat, guys? What's up, chat? And he's all like, there's no one around you. Who the hell are you guys talking to? He's like, these kids are such losers. Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's just sad.
It's weird, man. It's just, I mean, I get it. We did it when Chappelle came out before memes. That's all we did was yell Chappelle quotes at each other.
Yeah.
Like, that was memeing at its finest when that happened.
This is true. But at least we were talking to each other.
True. Yeah, we weren't talking to ourselves. Like,
yeah. That's just this generation. It's okay, guys. We're here for you. We're we've got buckets of crayons and stuffed animals and coloring books for you guys to be able to use to make you guys feel better. This is a safe space. So, yeah.
Ricky said, I just said suck it.
God, I love Ricky. He's awesome. I plead the fifth. Oh, God. Randy's like, I plead the fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yeah.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, that is it for us, guys, for this week. Next week we will be back on. We'll do Wednesday. Yeah. I'll be here Wednesday. You'll be at home Wednesday. We'll actually be back on Wednesday doing this. I'm glad you guys are all joining in on the chat on Instagram. Also, all you guys that were on like YouTube and Twitch, thanks for being on. Dude, it makes this show so much. it's even better when you guys start chiming in and just, even if we're not reading or we're not reading it out loud, we're reading your chats in the background, and it's just like, holy crap, stuff that's being said here. I can't repeat it, even though I say my own really bad stuff.
Oh, we could repeat it. Let me go back. Just call me a dictabird like freaking the Flintstones.
All right, you're a dictabird.
What'd you call me?
Dude, seriously. When you listen to some of the things that they like name the stuff in different old shows, it's like, wait, what? What did you just?
The dictabird.
Either they
It was
found
a
that one
bird.
out or they didn't think that one out.
It was a bird that read things back to you like dictation. Okay. Damn, Buckwheat. How much did they?
Oh my god, I just thought about that whole thing for Saturday Night Live with when Buckwheat got shot. They're all, okay, watch it now. Look at how Buckwheat turns around and Eddie Murphy's face is all like, and they're like, and rewind that. And it's like, again. And again, right here is when the shots are, and Buckwheat goes.
Dude, my favorite Buckwheat thing from Saturday Night Live is when he sings the hits.
Oh my god, that's
Dude.
always been the greatest.
Every time I think about it, all I can hear in my head is "Nookin' for nub in all the bone paces. I'm looking for nub."
No, my favorite one is the una panuna ba 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 ba. And it's all just question marks. Like, what the hell's he saying? Or the one that's all like, and it's all question mark.
Dude, that's just so funny, man.
Oh god. Oh, Righty said, that is I mean the cloud.
In living color.
Yes, in living color. It's okay. It's all
Damon
right.
Wayans. Randy, keep putting out the good focus drinks, and we can do this every week.
Yes, we will we will constantly be putting out the good word about you. I got to get something to put in the background over here for Legendary.
Yeah.
Because, you know. But, all right, guys, that is going to do it for us this week. It honestly has been a lot of fun. I didn't even realize how long we've been on, and we've blown through this episode, and it's been laughs through the whole thing. I'm glad all
15 years to get through it, according to James.
Yes, but I'm not going to say anything.
But as Eugene said, that's it for us. We've been on for an hour and a half. I'm glad you guys joined us. You can find us as always on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook at info@thegeeksaga.com. Dude, I can't ever get that out. Twitch, and look for us at the Geek Saga, except for YouTube where it's at the Geek Saga 77. But we will be back next week, Wednesday, 7:30 ish, depending on how quickly we get set up. And dude, hopefully you guys are here. Hopefully we get some more of this great interaction, because this was everything we wanted it to be.
Yeah, it was.
Who won the free Absolute Batman 1 raffle?
What? Who had a raffle? There's a raffle, right?
Who's giving away shit?
Who's giving away stuff?
Was it a Tumblr?
Oh, you know what? I think he was talking about. It was something with coffee and comics.
Oh,
way back here.
He said, "I'm just fucking."
Oh my god, Randy!
You're over here searching through the chat to find it.
Damn.
And he was like, "Gotcha, bitch."
Wow. Oh, hey, actually, Legendary Supplements. Go onto their Instagram. You'll see they are giving away a PS5. So check out all the details for that. Again, get over to Legendary Subs. Buy their product. It works. It's good. So there we go. All right. Anyways, David, take us out, man.
So as always, come back next Wednesday. We'll be here 07 at 7:30 p.m. And check out Project Wish Upon a Star, the Golden Apple Foundation, Comic Book for Kids, and Infinite Abilities. Those are all people we personally like to support. If you want to support Project Wish Upon a Star more, you can go to the link in our bio or go find them on Instagram and Facebook or projectwishuponastar.com and go ahead and donate or just find out where they are, show some support. Even just swinging by and say hi is enough for Darren and Veronica sometimes. And then join us back here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel where the saga continues.